Peace is in staying the course. Hi, my name is David O'Dwyer, and welcome to the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. Today is January 14th. Peace is in staying the course. Tranquility can't be grasped except by those who have reached an unwavering and firm power of judgment. The rest constantly fall and rise in their decisions, wavering in a state of alternately rejecting and accepting things. What causes this back and forth? It's because nothing is clear, and they rely on the most uncertain guide, common opinion. Seneca, Moral Letters, 95, 57b to 58a. In Seneca's essay on Tranquility, he uses the Greek word euthymia, which he defines as believing in yourself and trusting that you are on the right path, and not being in doubt by following the myriad footpaths of those wandering in every direction. And it is in this state of mind, he says, that produces tranquility. Clarity of vision allows us to have this belief. That's not to say we're going to be 100% certain of everything, or that even we should be. Rather, it's that we can rest assured that we're heading generally in the right direction. We don't need to be constantly comparing ourselves to other people or changing our mind every 3 seconds based on new information. Instead, tranquility and peace are found in identifying your path and sticking to it, staying the course, making adjustments here and there, naturally, but ignoring the distracting sirens who beckon us to turn towards the rocks. Stay the course. I really like this one today because I think this is something that I've kind of struggled with from time to time. When I tried this challenge last year, I let other people's opinion and it wandered me off the course, and I barely got through the book, especially doing the video a day thing. I let other people's opinions start to control me. And I like to think about it this way, with especially heard this phrase when I was younger, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you land amongst the stars. So, and knowing which path you're going down makes it so much easier because you have that destination. Yeah, throughout the way, the path may change, you have to make some adjustments, but if you're really clear on where you want to go and where you want to go, the rest starts to fall into place. You can start to figure out the rest of the parts. But if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to be wandering around in a circle. We have a tendency of just kind of going back, falling into our loops and our patterns. But if you have a direction and a path, a clear idea, this is where, I like what Seneca said about tranquility there, is that finding tranquility is really quieting out all the outside kind of voices and the opinions and the you shoulds and the have tos and those things that other people tell you. You should do a 3-second thing on this, or for the reels to short, you should have to keep them to 7 seconds and use trending sounds and blah blah. Instead, especially for me trying to do these videos, is that I'm not going to take anyone else's kind of opinion on them. This is my journey, and this is the journey you're coming along with me. It's the path that I've laid forward of I'm going to do a video a day. I've already had several people be like, oh, you should do them in batches so it's easier in this. I'm like, maybe that's easier for you, but for me, I like doing a video a day when I wake up or after I wake up a little bit. On weekends, I kind of make it a little bit longer, which is grand. I'm not pushing myself under other people's system. It's me versus me, right? I stopped trying to do this comparison game with me versus everyone else, because me versus everyone else is an apples and oranges comparison. I don't know what they've been through in life. They don't know what I've been through in life. But me from a year ago to me versus now, or me to the future now, that's someone I can compare myself to, because I've been on that journey. And you know what? Dave of 10 years ago would be impressed of Dave today. Dave of 3 years ago would be impressed of Dave today. And that's how I judge myself now. I don't are there a few people's judgments that I hold close? Yes. But that number I can probably count on one hand, right? Most of the rest of it, it's, I take it with a grain of salt, and recognizing that, I heard this is a phrase that I think is always funny. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Just don't let them shit on your dreams, right? Because the thing is that everyone will have an opinion, especially the internet has an opinion on everything, and it's trying to keep to your course. So I'm curious. So what is my vision? You know, my vision, my overall vision is that in the next 5 to 10 years is to continue to work on building out my coaching business, and also possibly go back to school to become a clinical psychologist and therapist to help two groups of people, specifically ADHD and men's empowerment, are the two groups that I really want to focus on. ADHD, particularly ADHD men, but I'm willing to work with ADHD women or ADHD children. But these are groups that are really close to my heart. How I'm going to do all of that, I'm still working through all the details, but I've got myself a path. And for the last few years, I haven't really found myself a really clear path. I had ideas, but having a big enough why can conquer any how. And it's like when we're setting goals or anything else, we need to make sure that our why are really understanding deep down the cores of why. And I think when we do that, it does bring the tranquility and peace that Seneca was talking about. It brings that sense of where I eliminate the outside noise. I raise the rent in my head. That was another phrase I heard. Like, raise the rent in your head so it's so damn expensive that no one else can live in there except you. That so when someone else's opinion in there, I raise that rent so that I kick them out. They can't, because that opinion can't afford to live in there anymore. And, I do this through journaling, through meditation, and other kind of exercises and tips. But for kind of today's one on staying the course, it's so hard, especially as an ADHD, right? Like, because I get, squirrel that. Oh, I should be doing this. You should be doing that. But it's staying the course, doing the one thing, kind of moving forward. Like, I'm really proud of myself yesterday on staying the course, and is that my fiance helped me kind of write out for my ADHD study club that I want to start around Dublin, to help kids with their homework and give them a place to focus and study for college kids. I think that's, something I struggled with, so I'm trying to offer that, putting myself out there and creating that opportunity. But it's all within my judgments and within the value set and my why, my big purpose. And I think that's really powerful. So I'm curious, for you guys watching, I would love to know what your big why is, what your vision, what your purpose is in the comments below. And how do you relate to today's reading? Like, do you let people's outside opinion affect you? How do you block it out? What do you kind of do with it? Really curious. Do you find tranquility when you do that, when you're kind of really stable? Because I know there's been moments in my life where I've really had that. Like, I remember when I was in high school, I knew I wanted to be a chef. Like, at age 15, I knew it. Like, I was just, and I even remember going to my high school years, especially my junior, senior year, I ended up convincing my teachers to cook for my classes instead of actually doing like the major projects or assignments, and I related it to it because I was so certain I was going to be a chef for the rest of my life. It's not going to be that way, but for a good 19, 20 years, I was a chef. I followed that path. Now I'm on this new path. So like I said, I'd love to know what your path is in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, all those fun things. I just want to say thank you for making it to day 14 with me. This is absolutely amazing. So grateful, or day 15. Sorry, day 15. Today's the 15th. Yeah, day 15. And Jesus. So grateful that you guys are all here. Really appreciate it. And you guys have a great, if not better day.